I'm Lexi. I'm in the US. It's January 1st, and I promised you that I would have a batch of new snacks today. Well, I've only got 4 because all the companies really outdid themselves this December, and now I don't have anything left for January. But let's dive right in, shall we? Short but sweet. Okay. Now, I will mention here, I am not normally a pour the milk in the bowl before the cereal girl. Milk comes second, cereal goes first. This just let me not have to bring down the whole half gallon of milk. But this is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Mexican hot chocolate flavor. And I know I've been doing less of the limited edition cereals on the channel, and that's because a lot of them I don't like. A lot of them I know going in I'm not going to like them. And I didn't want to spend all the money and then end up with like 18 boxes of cereal that I don't want to eat. So I made the decision that I'm only going to try cereals that I think I'm actually going to like. Well, I think I'm going to like this one. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate that has like cinnamon and spices in it. And I think this is a good shot. Okay, get these a little soaky. You get the cinnamon first, and then the chocolate, and then maybe some chili right at the end. The chocolate is a little subtle, I would say, for a hot chocolate flavored cereal, but it's not so subtle that you don't know it's chocolate. I'm happy I bought this one. I'm happy I tried this one. When I say that you get maybe a hint of chili at the end, it's like the barest, maybe it's not actually there and it's my brain playing tricks on me hint. So if you don't like spice, don't let that deter you. I'm not even positive it exists, or if it's my brain just going, what is that? Yeah. Rating. Not my favorite cereal. This has not disposed Lucky Charms for that title. So, I think a 7. I think a 7 is in order. Next. Because we really don't have anything savory, and this is kind of the closest, popcorn. We've got Smart Food chocolate and caramel popcorn. Now they did a hot cocoa popcorn a few years ago at Christmas, didn't they? And that was pretty good if I remember. Okay, this is... Okay, it's not like a powder coating. It's like caramel corn type of coating, or kettle corn, where it's got the hard, crispy candy kind of deal. Which means you're going to get some big chunks like that in the bag. Both the chocolate and the caramel are pretty light. It's got a pleasant sweetness. And I actually like that the pieces aren't overly coated. When they use too much of that candy coating and it gets stuck in your teeth, I'm not a fan of that. But the flavors could be stronger. It's Smart Food, and they do popcorn well. So this was never going to be bad, but it's not great. I think in the realm of Smart Food's popcorn, it's just gonna get a 5, maybe a 6, but I pretty much almost always pick their regular white cheddar over that. I'll do these. These don't actually say new, but I'd never seen them before, so I picked up a box. I like cookie dough bites, and I've never seen mint ones. I've had the regular chocolate, I've had the peanut butter, I think I had a strawberry here on the channel, and maybe another flavor. I've never seen mint. So I don't know if these were a Christmas thing, or just something I haven't seen before. They smell very strongly of mint, which I suppose is the point. They taste just like mint chocolate chip ice cream. They don't shout cookie dough to me, but they taste just like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yeah, I could eat a box of these. I will later. Okay. Last treat for today. We've got Chips Ahoy Chewy Cinnamon Bun. I am 90% sure I haven't tried these before. I know I've had a Chips Ahoy, a filled Chips Ahoy on the channel recently, but I'm pretty sure that was the ice cream sandwich one, or ice cream something filled one, right? Someone tell me if I'm wrong. But we're going to try this today anyway. Okay, this one has white chocolate chips, which historically is not my favorite chocolate. I don't hate white chocolate, but I much rather would have milk chocolate or dark chocolate. It was the cookie butter ones I had not too long ago. That's what it was. So no, I haven't tried these. You can't see the filling. It just blends in with the cookie. These taste more cinnamony than the cookie butter ones. I'm not a huge fan. They did hit the mark better than the cookie dough ones. I can taste the cinnamon. It's not hiding. It's not questionable. Something about the soft cookie makes it feel like I'm eating raw cinnamon roll dough. Does anyone remember, and I'm pretty sure they were put out by Keebler, it was a crunchy chocolate chip cookie that was filled with fudge for a while in the early 90s. I think those would have benefited from being presented like that, with the hard cookie and the soft cinnamony inside. Anyway, as they are, I don't think I'd be buying them again. They're okay. If somebody had them on a plate in front of me at their house, I might pick one up. So, 5. That's all I've got for right now. There is a small chance I will have a clip to insert with one more thing that I'm trying, which would come here. Hi. So I know I just said that there might be a clip with one item, because I was pretty sure I had one item. I forgot a bunch of stuff. Let's start with the item that I remembered I had, and that would be this Campbell's soup. It is garlic parmesan with herb, one of their condensed cream soups. It's not bad. Now, I don't know if anybody actually eats these like as is. Well, made according to the package, or if they just put them in casseroles. I can't imagine actually eating a bowl of this. But I think it would work pretty well in a casserole. The garlic taste comes through nicely. The herbs are subtle, but bring that aliveness that herbs do to a situation. The Parmesan does, however, get lost. I think it needs a whole lot more cheese. For eating, I'm just going to give that a 3. For putting in a casserole, I'm going to give it a tentative 7. I'm not sure if it would replace my favorite cream of soup, but I'd be willing to try it. So the next thing I've got is this hot thing, and I didn't bring the package down, so I'll put a picture here. These have been out for a little while, but I've not managed to find them. And they come in a few other flavors. But this is the Boston Cream, which is one of my favorite donuts. But ironically, I do not like Boston Cream Pie. Only Boston Cream Donuts. They come with this cute little packet of chocolate frosting, which never comes out right, but that's okay. It still tastes like chocolate. Well, we're assuming. Yep, still tastes like chocolate. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Well, I burned it slightly because in addition to a new house, I have a new toaster. But it does taste surprisingly like a donut. Let's see, the filling seems to be back this way a little more. Not a ton of filling in there, but it really does taste surprisingly like a donut. If you just want something quick and easy, well, let's face it, toaster strudels aren't even all that quick. If you just want something easy, 7. They're pretty tasty. I'd be interested in trying the other flavors. Let's go with the beverage next, shall we? This is Ocean Spray Cranberry Dragon Fruit. Now, they've been doing an awful lot of limited edition flavors lately, and you know, I'm here for it. I don't really expect to taste the dragon fruit too much. Dragon fruit's pretty subtle at the best of times, but hoping it'll be good. It smells nice. Oddly enough, I actually get the dragon fruit in this pretty well. It very much reminds me of the Snapple fire drinks, which I haven't been able to find in probably close to a year. Did those disappear again? This is lovely. I will be picking up another bottle of this. And you know what? I'm going to give this one more sip. I'm going to give this a 9.5. Only slightly behind my favorite Ocean Spray cranberry drink, which is the Cran Tropical. This is lovely. Next, I've got 2 things that actually came out this summer, but I couldn't find them. There's a theme to that. Since I've moved, I have found access to new grocery stores. I tried the Outshine Pina Colada popsicle in a previous video, and now I've got the other 2 flavors of fruit blends. This is the Cherry Limeade, and I've also got the Tropical, which we'll be trying in a moment. That's why I wanted to finish the juice first, so that I could put the popsicles in the juice glass while I finish filming. Cherry Limeade. The lime flavor is nice. it's not as pungent as it is in their bars that are just lime. I'm not getting a lot of the cherry. I hate biting into popsicles. The cherry isn't super punchy. The cherry is what's mellowing the lime. But without having seen cherry limeade on the box, I'd probably just say it was a lime popsicle. Not bad though. Outshine doesn't make a lot that isn't good. Would I buy it again? That particular flavor, probably not, just because I know there's better ones. But who knows? I might decide it's going to hit the spot someday. So I'll give it a 6. And then this one is the one I was the most excited about out of the 3 new flavors. This is the tropical. Tropical punch, tropical fruit, something like that. And I'm pretty sure it's got coconut milk in it. And I don't know what pictures were on the box when I brought up the screenshot. Mango? Well, I'm definitely tasting mango. And that's definitely coconut. I'm not sure if there's anything other than mango in here. Maybe pineapple? I'd be willing to bet passion fruit, just because passion fruit seems to be a big thing right now. But I'm not tasting it. That is not hitting my favorite Outshine bars. But it's better than the cherry limeade, and it's better than the pina colada. So I still think I want to go for a 6 though. I'd really have to be in the mood for that one to buy it. And I know I said it's better than the cherry limeade, but even in the numbers, there's got to be a spectrum, right? So yeah, 6 on both of those. And I've got one more thing left, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to the table shot in this section, but something kind of snuck in mid-segment during a cut, and that would be the Laughing Cow pumpkin spice cheese. Because in addition to having forgotten all of this stuff when I filmed the bulk of the video yesterday, I still forgot this when I set up to do this part. Anyway, pumpkin spice cheese. Yeah. I like pumpkin spice, but I do think it's going a little far. I like Laughing Cow products. I don't buy them on a regular basis. They're too easy to eat is what it is. That's right. These open this way. See, I don't buy them enough to remember how they open. Okay. Peels open poorly. Cute little soft cheese wedge. I don't think so. The pumpkin spice is super subtle, but you do get the cinnamon and the nutmeg coming through. And the cheese has a slight tang to it, but not like a sweet cream cheese tang. So this is a little on the weird side. Now, I wouldn't want the pumpkin spice any stronger. That would make it weirder. But it's the base cheese pairing that's a problem here. Texture's nice. It's spreadable from crackers if you're into that. I just can't see myself wanting to eat this flavor again. I think I'm gonna go with a 4. I can understand how some people would like it. Those some people just aren't me. But I think that really is everything I've got today. So I'm going to hand you back to yesterday's me for the outro. Was there a clip? I don't know. I couldn't tell from this end. But that's all I've got for today. Thank you for bearing with me with this move, the relocation, and trying to sort out my lights and my cameras. I know it's not perfect yet. It's getting better. I will give you a bit more update of what's going on as I gain a little bit more control over my life. But for now, I'm just going to keep trying to bring you videos, and I will see you. I believe the next video will be the 7th of this month. But if you could give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye!